My child, listen closely to me. There are battles around you that you cannot see with human eyes. There are storms forming in places you thought were safe. There are voices trying to pull your heart away from my truth. And today, I have come to warn you, not to destroy you, but to protect you. I am your father. I do not stay silent when danger is near, my child. You have been praying for answers. You have been asking me why things suddenly changed, why certain people walked away, why doors closed, why your spirit has felt restless at night. But hear me clearly. What felt like rejection was often my protection. What looked like delay was my mercy keeping you from disaster. My child, I see everything. I see the hidden traps. I see the secret tears. I see the pressure on your mind. I see the exhaustion in your soul. And I say to you today, wake up spiritually. Do not ignore the warning signs I have placed before you. Some of you have become comfortable in places where your spirit is slowly dying. You are surrounded by noise but starving for peace. You smile before people while your heart quietly breaks in silence. You keep entertaining what I told you to release. You keep returning to doors I already closed. But today, I am calling you back to me. Do not trade your destiny for temporary comfort. Do not trade your purity for acceptance. Do not trade your peace for people who do not value your soul. My child, the enemy is not always obvious. Sometimes destruction comes dressed as opportunity. Sometimes temptation sounds like success. Sometimes the greatest danger is the thing you prayed for without seeking my wisdom. That is why I am warning you now. Slow down. Pray more. Listen carefully. Discern spiritually. Not everyone clapping for you is assigned to you. Not every open door is from me. Not every relationship is meant to continue into your future. You have asked me for elevation, but elevation requires separation. I cannot take you higher while you keep holding on to what is poisoning your spirit. There are habits you must break. There are conversations you must walk away from. There are environments draining your anointing. There are secret compromises weakening your strength. And still, I have not abandoned you. Even in your weakness, I am calling your name. Even after your mistakes, my mercy still reaches for you. My child, do not let guilt convince you that I no longer care. If I did not love you, I would not correct you. My warning is proof of my love. My discipline is evidence that your future still matters to me. I know the plans I have for you, plans greater than your fear, plans stronger than your enemies, plans beyond what your mind can currently understand. But you must trust me fully. There are moments coming that will test your faith. People may misunderstand you. Some may leave when you choose righteousness over compromise. The road may feel lonely at times. But remember this: obedience to me will always cost less than disobedience. Stay faithful. Do not return to the darkness I delivered you from. Do not rebuild what I destroyed for your own good. Do not silence the conviction of the Holy Spirit. You are chosen. You are covered. You are called for a purpose far bigger than this temporary season. The pain you survived was not meaningless. The nights you cried were not unseen. The warfare against your life was not random. Hell fights hardest against those carrying heaven's assignment. And that is why you must remain alert. Pray when you feel weak. Worship when fear attacks. Stand firm when confusion surrounds you, and when you cannot see the way forward. Trust that I am already there. My child, I am preparing you for a new season, a season of clarity, a season of restoration, a season where what once broke you will no longer control you. But before the breakthrough comes the warning. Before the promise comes the pruning. Before the victory comes surrender. So today, release everything that keeps pulling you away from my presence. Lay down the pride. Lay down the anger. Lay down the secret sin. Lay down the bitterness. Lay down the fear. And come back to me with your whole heart, because I am still making a way for you. I am still fighting for you. I am still writing your story. Do not give up now. The enemy told you it was over. But I say your purpose is still alive. People counted you out, but I have already called you chosen. You thought the damage was permanent, but I am the God who restores broken things. Listen carefully, my child. The next chapter of your life cannot be entered carrying the weight of the old one. This is your warning. It is also your invitation. Come closer to me. Speak me while I may be found. Put me first again, and watch how I transform your life in ways you never imagined. For I am your refuge in trouble. I am your peace in chaos. I am your strength when you are weary, and I will never leave those who truly trust in me. My child, I am warning you because I love you deeply, more than your mind can fully understand. I do not speak to bring fear into your heart, but to awaken your spirit before the enemy gains ground, in places you have left unguarded. There are moments in life when danger does not arrive loudly. It comes quietly through compromise, through distraction, through emotional exhaustion, and through voices that slowly pull you away from my truth. That is why I am calling for your attention now. You have been sensing that something is wrong within your spirit, and you were not imagining it. The heaviness, the confusion, the unrest in your heart. These are signs that you must come closer to me instead of drifting further away. You have allowed too many things to occupy your mind while neglecting your soul. You spend hours worrying, overthinking, chasing approval, and carrying burdens I never asked you to carry. Meanwhile, your prayer life has weakened, your discernment has become clouded, and your peace has been under attack. I have been trying to speak to you in quiet moments, but the noise around you has become louder than my voice. Slow down, my child. Be careful about the environments you continue to entertain. Be careful about the people you allow to influence your heart. Not everyone who enters your life is sent to build you. Some come carrying confusion, temptation, jealousy, and destruction, hidden behind beautiful words and false intentions. You must stop ignoring the conviction I placed inside you. Every time you felt uneasy about certain decisions, I was warning you. Every time your spirit felt troubled after certain conversations, I was revealing what your eyes could not see. Every delay that frustrated you, every closed door that disappointed you, every separation that broke your heart, was not punishment. It was protection. I kept you from situations that would have damaged your future, drained your purpose, and wounded your spirit far more deeply than you realize. Yet you questioned me because you could not immediately understand what I was doing. My child, you cannot continue walking into dangerous places, expecting peace to remain in your life. You cannot keep feeding your spirit with fear, negativity, anger, impurity, and toxic influences while expecting clarity from me. What you repeatedly entertain will eventually shape your thoughts, your desires, and your direction. That is why the enemy works so hard to keep you distracted. A distracted soul becomes spiritually weak. A spiritually weak person becomes vulnerable to deception. The enemy does not always attack with obvious darkness. Sometimes he sends comfort that weakens discipline, relationships that weaken conviction, opportunities that weaken obedience, and temptations that slowly separate you from my presence. I am calling you to become spiritually alert again. Pray before making decisions. Seek my wisdom before trusting people too quickly. There are individuals around you who smile in front of you while secretly celebrating your weakness. There are people who benefit from your confusion because it keeps you dependent on them instead of dependent on me. Stop lowering your standards just to avoid loneliness. Stop sacrificing your peace to keep unhealthy connections alive. Some relationships survived only because you ignored the truth I was showing you. Deep within your heart, you already knew certain people were pulling you away from who I created you to be. Yet you continued holding on because you feared being alone. But loneliness with me is safer than company without me. You must also guard your mind carefully. The enemy has been planting seeds of doubt, hopelessness, insecurity, and fear within your thoughts. He wants you to believe you are weak, forgotten, and incapable of change. He reminds you constantly of your past mistakes because he fears the future I placed inside you. But I am not calling you according to your failures. I am calling you according to my purpose. Do not allow shame to silence your prayers. Do not run from me because you stumbled. Run toward me. I already knew every weakness, every mistake, every hidden struggle before I called you, my child. The world around you will continue pressuring you to compromise your values, your purity, and your faith. Many people will tell you to follow your emotions without wisdom, to chase temporary pleasures without considering the consequences, to seek validation from people instead of identity through me. But I am warning you now, because your destiny is too important to lose in a season of carelessness. There is more inside you than what you currently see. There is purpose within your pain, strength within your struggle, and calling within your life. That is why spiritual warfare has increased around you. The enemy fights hardest against those carrying something valuable. You cannot step into the future I prepared while remaining attached to the habits, distractions, and mindsets that are slowly destroying your peace. Some things must be released. Some voices must be silenced. Some doors must remain closed. Some habits must finally break. I am asking you to trust me even when obedience feels painful, because I can see what you cannot see. My child, I know you are tired. I have watched you carry burdens you never speak about openly. I have seen the silent battles happening inside your mind, while you continue pretending before others that everything is fine. I know the nights when your heart felt heavy, when fear whispered to you, when disappointment drained your strength, and when you questioned whether things would ever change. You may feel surrounded by uncertainty right now, but I need you to understand that this season is not the end of your story. What you are walking through is not meant to destroy you. It is shaping you, strengthening you, and preparing you for what is ahead. You keep asking why the process has been so painful. You wonder why prayers seem delayed, why opportunities disappeared, why certain people walked away, and why the road became harder when you were trying your best to stay faithful. But there are things happening beyond what your natural eyes can see. I am working in places you cannot reach. I am arranging situations for your protection. I am removing people who would have harmed your future. I am teaching you lessons that comfort could never teach you. Growth often happens in hidden places, in uncomfortable seasons, and during moments when you feel stretched beyond your limits. Do not allow temporary pain to make you lose eternal perspective. The enemy wants you to believe that because the season is difficult, I have abandoned you. But I have never left your side. Even in moments when you felt alone, I was carrying you through battles you did not even realize you survived. There were attacks meant to break your mind completely, yet my hand protected you. There were moments when despair tried to consume your spirit, yet I gave you strength to keep moving forward. You may not fully understand it now, but you are stronger today than you were before this season began. The pressure you feel is not meaningless. Pressure reveals what is hidden within the heart. It exposes wounds that need healing, fears that need surrendering, and weaknesses that need my strength. I am teaching you not to depend on temporary things for peace. People can disappoint you. Money can disappear. Plans can fail. But I remain constant through every storm. When everything around you changes, my presence remains steady. That is why I am drawing you closer to me during this season. I want you to learn that real peace is not found in circumstances going perfectly. Real peace is found in trusting me even when life feels uncertain. My child, stop measuring your progress only by what you can physically see. Some of the greatest victories happen internally before they appear externally. Every time you choose faith over fear, you are growing. Every time you continue praying despite disappointment, your spirit becomes stronger. Every time you resist bitterness after being hurt, you are becoming more like the person I created you to be. Do not underestimate the quiet work happening inside you. Transformation often happens slowly, one step at a time, one lesson at a time, one surrender at a time. I know there are moments when you feel emotionally exhausted from carrying responsibilities, expectations, and unanswered questions. Sometimes you feel as though you are fighting battles on every side while trying not to fall apart. But you were never meant to carry everything alone. That is why I keep calling you back into my presence. Lay your worries before me. Lay your fears before me. Lay your disappointments before me. You keep trying to solve everything with your own strength, and it is wearing your soul down. There are burdens that only I can carry for you. Do not compare your journey to others. Some people may appear ahead of you while you feel stuck in waiting. But you do not know the full story behind what others are carrying, and they do not know the full purpose behind your process. I am dealing with each person differently. Your delays are not proof of rejection. Sometimes delays are preparation. Sometimes waiting seasons protect you from entering places before your spirit is ready. If I gave you everything immediately, some blessings would destroy you instead of helping you because your character had not yet been prepared to sustain them. My child, I also need you to stop speaking defeat over your life. Your words carry power. Every time you declare that nothing will ever change, you strengthen hopelessness inside your heart. Every time you constantly focus on failure, fear begins controlling your vision. Speak life even while you are healing. Speak faith even while you are waiting. Speak hope even while the situation remains unclear. The darkness around you is not greater than my power within you. There will be moments ahead where you will finally understand why this season was necessary. The pain that almost broke you will become wisdom. The struggles that exhausted you will become testimony. The battles you survived will give you compassion for others who are suffering. I am not wasting your tears. I am not ignoring your prayers. I am not blind to your exhaustion. Everything you are experiencing is being used for a greater purpose than you currently understand. Even now, while you are worrying about how things will work out, I am already making a way before you. Even while you feel uncertain, I am still guiding your steps. Even while you are struggling to hold on, my hand remains firmly upon your life.